It shows various star constellations. Apparently the ones we planned to explore with some incredible new rocket engine that they were about to finish when the collapse happened.
Se vaivaa, kun se yksi jonkun tyypin kanssa juteltiin ja se sanoi, että maja on mennyt tänne museoon. Se seurasi sitä museoon. Majaa ei ollut missään nähtävissä.
Path of the Pilgrim. I don't see how those things...
Wait a minute. The prayer. I gauge the skies to ensure that path is clear. The put on with the stars, star map, and strike it down my foes blessed with impossible aim. And I press on for another full day. Ah. So, what is this first one? Invoked by my fate. Elikkä Star Map. Sitten se robotti laaserin kanssa. Ja sitten se globe. Kokeillaan vaikka tätä ekana. Ei. Kokeillaan sitten. Tuo. Mikä tämä oli? Tämä. Ei kun joo. Hetkinen. Fate ja tämä on Conduit, joka uskoo tekoälyyn. Jospa se onkin tämä. Mä vähän jotenkin se tuntuu. Tämä voisi olla. Tämä niinku mä rupes mietittämään tämmönen strike down my foes blessed with impossible aim. Tässä on aim. Hetkinen. Täytyy tarkistaa hetkinen, mitäs tuo tarkoittaa nyt sitten. Invigorated. Virkistynyt vain uskoni virkistää tai jotain. Elikkä se on silloin, se on tämä. Sitten Wake Clear. The Aim. Jep. Full day. Haha. Haha. Siellä oli salahuone.
Wow, impressive lab. There's gotta be a whole bunch of third-degree infractions in this place. Maya must have conducted her secret illegal experiments here.
There. Fingerprints. That is the container probably. Canister. Okay. Se ei sano mitään.
There were a couple of tapes here. It's one of the tapes I found in Maya's secret lab. It's labeled Holdra. It's one of the tapes I found.
Okay.
Various tools for electronics and mechanical work. Equations of some kind. I can't make sense of them. It smells awful. This must have been here since Maya was killed.
Half-eaten window. Like what?
This place was set up to be private. Makes sense, given the circumstances. Various technical drawings. Some of them look similar to the womb tank.
Stuff.
A big bucket filled with some kind of tubes. Good. I think this is what I need for the womb tank. Feels empty.
Done.
Dirty laundry, presumably Maya's. Seems like she made herself comfortable down here. A few different machines for working with audio. Looks like I can play audio tapes here.
Okay.
In a dream, I was summoned by the Acer. I had been chosen to create a new god, and her name was Huldra. She would be conjured in my mind, and the creed, at long last, would become manifest. I awoke in tears, and this vision has stuck with me ever since.
This woman doesn't sound very sane.
An AI superintelligence would essentially be indistinguishable from a god. Infinite intelligence leads to infinite knowledge, and by extension, infinite power. Illness, suffering, even death itself could be turned into obsolete concepts. And what is a god, if not one who has reign over life and death?
Yeah, those are conduit ideas, all right. Appears to be a wireless data reader of some kind. An electronic headset of some kind. Looks turned off. A wall filled with machines. There has to be plenty of illegal technology in here.
Cup.
Herbal tea. Maybe from Maya's garden upstairs.
Device mindframe.
This computer must require some kind of hardware key.
Key?
I don't see how the... That action... An electronic head...
Hardware input.
Appears to be a wire...
In a dream, I had been... She would be... I awoke...
Okay. Cool.
Everything under... Just enough. All right, all filled up. A nutrient canister, refilled and ready. I think this is compatible with the womb tank in the apartment.
I think. Okei. Lähden mitä vaan. Joo, kyllä tämä varmaan käy. En mä tiedä mitä tämä on, mutta tämä varmaan käy aivan hyvin.
All right, red light gone. Must have done the trick. Looks like things are working out okay for you in there.
Makes you think, doesn't it? Seeing a baby like this?
Yeah. It reminds me of everything that happened before.
Same here. But you know, it's not too late.
It is for you, Alex.
It is?
Well, yeah. You're dead.
I am, but you're not. You still have time to make up for what we lost.
Tämä on vähän sellainen outo, kun mulla ei ole... Ja se ei mitään niinku petaa ollenkaan niinku Kuka tämä on? Kuka tämä Alex on? Onko tämä sitten joku toinen peli? Ei mitään tietoa.
I was never mother material, Alex. I just tried to play the part because you needed it so badly.
I think part of me knew and didn't care. I'm sorry I pushed you too hard.
That's okay. It doesn't really matter now.
I guess not.
Painful memories. I should head back to Stina. I don't think she'd be interested. I don't need to know. I don't need to That's evidence.
Shoot.
No reason to show her my sidearm.
Agent England, right on time.
Councilwoman.
Oh, stop it. That word always makes me feel old. Call me Stina.
All right then, Stina. I have some things to report.
Always straight to the point. You allergic to small talk, kiddo?
Sorry, been a long day. I just want it to be over.
Well, suck it up. I need to vent. Had an argument with a friend today.
Yeah? What about?
Not important, but we ended up going our separate ways. Isn't it funny how quickly things can change?
I guess.
History, trust, respect. Poof. Gone.
I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you'll get back in touch one day.
Unlikely. Cranky old crones like me tend not to back down on ultimatums.
So, I wanted to share something else. My augmentations grew stronger this morning. The blue is starting to adapt to my psychology.
Blossoming before my very eyes, are ya? Do tell. What new things can you do?
My vision is improving. I can see much better in darkness and zoom in on distant targets.
Excellent. Quality recon allows you to engage the bad guys on your own terms. So, how was this recent experience of yours? Quite a ride for a rookie such as yourself, am I right?
Kind of, yeah. Maybe you'd like to explain how it works, in depth?
Sure. As the lab coats over at the Bureau have shown time and time again, no one really knows how the hell blue works.
But that's only on a cellular level, right? We still have some data on the bottom line.
Yeah, but I mean, look at it like this. Lady Blue is your best friend. She knows what you want, what you need. A slow but deliberate beast. She grows stronger with time, but there's no lying to her, and there's no hiding from her. If you wish to destroy your enemies, she'll give you strength and speed. If you desire knowledge, she'll expand your mind and sharpen your senses. If you want to connect with others, she'll give you an aura of comfort, honesty, and trust. Simply put, Blue is pure liquid power. Now, let's hear your report. I've heard rumors about quite a grisly spectacle in the recycling center. Ebos, huh? Those guys are gonna be a pain to deal with. First, they're well armed. Second, they got pulled with City Hall. Our beloved mayor recently granted their church embassy status.
Wait, what? So they're out of my jurisdiction?
Not quite. It's one of those legal limbos. Sure, you can force your way in without breaking any laws, but they also have the right to defend themselves from unsanctioned intruders.
That's absurd. In other words, they can gun me down without repercussions.
I wouldn't say that. It's kind of a hassle to dispose of your still warm corpse.
Like this case couldn't get any worse.
No. You're an agent. The creme de la creme of the Central Bureau. Time to act like one. Infiltrate and evade, remember? If you do find evidence that these nut jobs are responsible for the killings, we'll get a diplomatic warrant.
All right. I have to be discreet then, and try to get inside without arousing suspicion.
Bingo. And, well, hope they don't already know who you are. That would make things awkward.
Okay then. I'll get some rest and visit the church in the morning.
Good plan,
Okay.
Agent. Dismissed.
Day 3. Morning.
The story of Katerina and Carl reminds me so much of what we went through.
Yeah. Similar circumstances, but vastly different outcomes. It's fascinating how just a few variables can change everything.
Indeed. Are our lives nothing but a sum of interconnected parts? Does any meaning attributed to them simply stem from our limited human cognition?
Most likely. The observer bias seems insurmountable. Even the concept of meaning itself is relative.
It's scary to think about, that it could all be an illusion. Every relationship we had, everything we ever cared about.
It really is. This can't be healthy. Nice big lemon.
Nice big lemon.
There's that feeling again.
What I got this time? Oh, I can do invincible. Cloak. Temporarily invisible. Touching a tangible object or activating another augmentation will break the effect. Cool.
I'm alone in here. No reason to hide from anybody.
Morning, Agent. Dr. Parison asked me to tell you to meet him in the morgue. He's done with the remains from the recycling center.
All right, thanks. I'll go have a look before I pay Epos a visit. I don't have a reason. Hello again, Gabriel.
Hey there, can I be of assistance?
I don't need to know. I don't need to.
Okay.
All right.
Good luck out there.
I had a few questions.
By all means.
That's
Okay,
all.
nothing. Oops. Aamukahvi.
He looks sick. I shouldn't bother him. Doesn't fit. I did that earlier. I don't see anything.
No eipä paljon oo. Ja.
Well, Leonard, it's been quite gross working with you. Oh, if it isn't the fantastic finger snatcher. Do I need to start frisking you for body parts?
That won't be necessary. I'm sorry, Doctor. I suppose I got a bit carried away.
Apology accepted. So, I've got a little present for you.
Is that so?
Yep, right here on this tray. If you're a fan of minced meat, I've got a bucket full of Leonard out back, too.
I think I'll pass on that one.
Good choice. The seasoning is subpar, to say the least.
You take your jokes way too far, Doctor. Now, what have you found?
Well, obviously, the poor man was shredded. Fortunately for him, it happened when he was already dead.
Yeah, I came to the same conclusion. Can you tell me anything about the cause of death?
Not much with the remains in this state. No signs of toxic substances, but that obviously still leaves a lot of options open.
Noted. So what's this in front of me?
Oh, yes. I noticed a pattern on Leonard's skin. Likely a tattoo. These are all the pieces I could find. Not sure how they fit together, but I kept them in case you wanted to have a look.
Is this puzzle? Puzzle time? Yes, it... Skin puzzle. Yay. Yay, nice puzzle. Here we go. There.
Looks like Leonard had this symbol tattooed on him. I'll copy it to my notebook.
There.
I had some more things to ask.
Shoot.
What's your opinion on the Free Church of Ypos?
I try to steer clear of those people. Any form of superstition, religious or otherwise, is of no interest to me.
Okay.
What do you know about Leonard Dahl?
Polite and well-spoken fellow, judging by the few times I met with him.
All right. What did you meet with him about?
Well, typically just routine work when someone hurt themselves in the recycling center. Seems like a hazardous workplace. I hear about accidents occurring there almost on a weekly basis.
Okay, fun place to work.
Is the school teacher. She also calls herself Melinda.
I know who she is, but that's about it. She's not a patient.
She's not? Even though you're the only doctor in town.
I wouldn't read too much into it. As far as I know, she's a young, healthy woman, and she moved here just a few years ago. She may not have needed any medical care since her arrival.
Okay.
So this is how Leonard's tattoo turned out.
Interesting. What does it mean?
Your guess is as good as mine.
It looks like one of those runes Maya liked to litter the town with.
Oh, wait, that's her doing?
Yes. As I understand it, she was a major voice on the building committee.
Huh. I've been wondering where all those symbols came from.
Yeah. Me, personally, I like the aesthetic. I think it gives the town a distinct look.
Definitely. The tattoo doesn't look runic to me, though, but I'll keep your theory in mind.
Okay.
I don't think he... Do you know who this...
Yes, that's Melinda, one of the teachers in the school next door.
I found this among Leonard's remains.
Ah, it's safe to assume it belonged to him then.
Agreed. Any idea of what it unlocks?
None whatsoever.
I finally got my hands on the murder weapon.
Ah, yes, it definitely looks the part. Where'd you find it?
At the scene of Leonard's murder.
Any prints or traceable remains on it?
Nope.
I'm afraid not.
Well, at least it ties him to Carl and Maya. Either they're all victims of the same murderer, or he killed them himself.
Yeah, always something.
Okay.
That's enough questions for now.
Okie dokie.
Feeling ill today? Any soreness or fever? See if you can get treatment for something ordinary. The doctor gets so creepy when he's stuck in the morgue all the time.
I'm well, thanks. But I'll do my best to keep things brief down there.
Nothing here.
It's filled with candy. I don't think I need one right.
Okay. Ottaisin nyt kumminkin yhden, jos vaikka tarttiskin. Okay. Who is that?
Hi there.
Hello, stranger.
Newcomer, right? What brings you to town?
Is it that obvious? I'm here for matters of the faith, you could say.
I understand. Well, best of luck with that. I don't want to share that with her. Hey there. How are you holding up?
Oh, you again. I'm doing okay. Any luck with the case?
Some. Have time for more questions?
I suppose.
Do you know anything about the murder of Carl Oscarson?
Not really, just hearsay. I'm sure you've heard it all before.
Okay.
Do you know anything about the murder of Maya Strand?
No, I rarely go to the museum these days.
What do you know about the conduit?
You mean like for electricity?
No, it's an organization. Pro AI.
Oh, never heard of them.
What can you tell me about Leonard's death?
I already told you everything I know about that.
What's your opinion on the Free Church of Epos?
I don't know much about it, but going to church doesn't sound like the worst idea. Maybe I should go and light a candle for Leonard.
Okay.
Can you tell me anything about this symbol?
Whoa, Leonard had that thing tattooed on his chest.
Yeah? Any idea of what it means?
Not exactly, but when I asked him about it, he just said, it represents my devotion. Whatever that means.
Noted. I don't think he'd be... Do you recognize this woman?
I don't, sorry.
Okay.
Recognize this?
Yeah, it belonged to Leonard, but I have no idea what it opens.
Okay.
I found this in the recycling center. It's likely the murder weapon.
Oh God, take it away. I don't want to think about that.
Do you know what this is?
Not really, I don't read much.
Kyllähän sä tiedät. Kun sä tiedät, että niitä luetaan. Se on kirja.
No reason to show... Did you know Carl Oscarson?
A little bit. We both grew up here in town, but we weren't friends or anything. He seemed like the last person you'd think would get murdered, though. Wouldn't hurt a fly.
What's your opinion on Gabriel?
I couldn't say. I've had very little contact with him.
Do you know Katarina Berg, the teacher?
No, I have no idea who that is.
What's your opinion on Commissary Anderson?
I normally don't have much contact with the police, but from what I can tell, he does a fine job.
What do you think of Stina Ruth, the councilwoman?
Never met her, but I'm not much for politics. I have enough to worry about down here in the real world.
Okay.
Did you know Maya Strand?
I didn't, but I wonder how the museum will recover from her death. She was the driving spirit of that place, and I can't think of anyone who'd be willing to pick up the reins.
What's your view of Dr. Pearson?
He's as weird as they come, but everyone knows that. He's a fine doctor anyway.
What do you think of Volter?
Oh man, he's hilarious, but some of his robots really give me the creeps.
So tell me what you know about Leonard.
We already went through this. I don't have anything new to add.
Okay.
I'll let you get back to your drink.
Okay, good luck out there.
Let's try for this.
That action doesn't seem productive.
Why not?
Looks like an old filing cabinet.
It might work. If you even try it.
That combination...
Okay, nobody here. Wait a minute.
Old Norse runes. A local custom, perhaps? Haven't seen them in any other settlements in the area. That action doesn't seem productive to me. I don't see how those...
Okay.
I don't have any business in the...
Mene sinne silti. Garden.
Nice little garden. That combination... I don't see how those...
Okay. Oh, the church.
Rolf looks busy.
Rolf.
I'll leave him to his work.
Check the baby. Wait a minute. Chamber help exit.
Rolf looks busy.
Okay.
More runes. Seems to be a common... I don't need that. I don't need...
Okay. Oh.
Looks like I was right about the flowers.
Let's check with books. Maybe it's something.
I don't see how those...
Okay.
Change of venue?
Yes, this is where the recital will take place later. Great acoustics.
Ah, can I have a little foretaste?
Very well. The same wind, my dear. The same wind. Shook the walls of Jericho. Dried your tears. No Lee to be found. No trust, nor joy. This fire you were set to guard, and I to rest by its side. Not a whisper to be heard. Let it be known. We're here, all alone.
That was great. I love the ending.
You're too kind.
I don't need to know his maybe later. I don't have a reason. I'd guess those are members of the church. I don't recognize any of them.
There's bird.
A neat row of candles, probably for ceremonial use. A fancy-looking E. It's the EPOS logo, I believe. Hi there.
Greetings, and welcome to the Free Church of EPOS. If you wish, you can enter our public prayer room to the right for some silent contemplation.
All right, thanks. What about the rest of the church?
The other areas are off limits to non-members.
I have official police business, though. Special Agent England.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you pass. You're gonna need papers. This is a diplomatic sanctuary.
There's no time for that. I'm trying to solve a triple homicide.
I'm sorry to hear that, ma'am, but I can assure you that there are no murderers here. I'd suggest you take this up with your superior.
There's no time to mess around with paperwork. I'll need to take things into my own hands.
Mm-hmm. So... is this the...
Hey, get away.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, so this is the...
Looks like some kind of public prayer room or chapel. There are a few people in there. Looks like some...
Go there.
I need to get out of... Looks like some kind of... Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Exodus 23.
What is happening there?
I suppose it wouldn't be a church without a Bible quote or two. Sturdy-looking filing cabinet.
Rälläkö
A
jotain?
ventilation panel. Can't reach it from here. Not a bad idea, but I'll need to get rid of the guard first.
Hmm.
Looks like a timeline of how the EPO seals changed over the years.
Oh.
The third version of the EPO's logo, designed about 15 years ago. No way. It's the tattoo design. That must mean Leonard is a member of EPO's. Or, well, he was, at some point at least.
Okay. Leonard Dahl,
I'll get rid of the
Epos.
sketch, now that I've identified the symbol. The original EPO's logo, from before the collapse. The second version of the EPO's logo, from sometime after the collapse. The current version of the EPO's logo. An armed guard. If he notices me, I'm likely in big trouble.
We've got an intruder!
Uh-oh. Intruder.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Exodus 23. Suppose it wouldn't be a church without a Bible quote or two. Not a bad idea. A ventilation. Looks like a time... No, that must...
Okay.
I'll get rid of this. The original, the second, the current. An armed guard.
Doorway. Okay, safety. Oh, the key opens one of these.
Got a written piece of paper. Grandmaster Otto, if you are reading this, it means that I have failed. I'm sorry, but I didn't want to involve the church unless absolutely necessary. My brother has some things for you. They will be self-explanatory. I told him to only give them up to the person who repeats the famous quote from my favorite book. I'm sure you remember. Blessings from Leonard, your most humble and loyal servant. Seems like Leonard was up to something shady. I'll have to find his brother and figure out what the quote is.
Okay. Leonard's brother.
Apparently Leonard Dahl liked a certain book quote. I should try to find out what it is.
Okay.
Somebody should know who Leonard's brother is. I'll ask around. I already searched that. I've already done... It's filling up fast and should overflow.
No, don't go anywhere.
Some kind of assembly hall with plenty of people inside. I should stay clear.
Okay. Pool faucet. Okay, that is probably way to lure that guard away.
All right, let's see if this works.
What the heck?
That should keep him busy.
The hell is that noise?
Uh-oh.
We've got an intruder!
Fuck!
Some kind of metal workshop, with a few men working on what looks like construction materials. The room is a dead end, so I'll avoid it. I should stay away. Locked. Damn. Ugh, it stopped.
The hell is that noise?
Shit.
We've got it!
What the hell am I supposed to do? Oh, I need wait, the sound.
All right, it's loose now.
The hell is that noise?
Fuck.
Shit.
Ah, intruder.
All right, it's loose now.
Okay. Tikkaat.
Six new members over the last month. The Bacarbo parish is also doing better now.
They managed to resolve their financial difficulties?
Oh yes, Elsa is doing great work there. Sending her on our behalf was the right call. That brings us to the subject of these horrid murders.
Vile acts, for certain. I pray that the church will stay clear of any blame.
Why shouldn't it? We had nothing to do with those atrocities.
Of course not.
I know that, old friend. But surely our enemies will not ignore an opportunity like this.
I suppose so. Our violent past coming back to haunt us.
Sadly, the fact that one of our people was victimized will inevitably draw eyes upon the church.
Yes, maybe it's in our best interest to invite the police as a gesture of good faith.
It would certainly show them that we have nothing to hide.
Very well. Let's bring the subject to a vote at the council tonight.
At the very least, it seems like the church leadership didn't sanction the murders. I'll wait a bit and see if they leave.
They did.
I don't think it's safe to go back that. Administrative paperwork.
Lennart. Nope.
I'm alone in here.
Et sä välttämättä kaiken aikaa ole.
They have an impressive library here.
Jospa ne tuleekin takaisin.
Wow, that...
Welcome, visitor.
Oh,
Special agent.
Kuinkas kävi?
Central Bureau.
Oh, it's you again. The man from the train.
Indeed. I never forget a face, but I'm afraid I didn't catch your name.
It's Agent England.
Ah, I am Vilguts. I assume you are aware of our legal status.
Yes, I've been informed. But tell me this. If you had nothing to hide, why would you invoke said legal status?
A church needn't have things to hide to be protective of its privacy. But to prove you wrong, I'll answer any questions you might have.
All right. I'll take you up on that.
Tää on hyvä, kun se sanoo, että I'm alone here. Ja sitten meet alas, niin enpäs ollutkaan. Olisi kannattanut käyttää se klokki.
Do you know who Leonard Dahl's brother is?
I believe his name is Rolf. Quite a shady character, if you ask me.
Oh, the gardener, right?
Yes, that's him.
Okay. Rolf.
What can you tell me about Rolf?
Not my favorite person. He mocked the Lord when I first met him, and I don't take kindly to that sort of behavior.
So Leonard Dahl, one of your members, was killed yesterday.
I had a feeling your inquiry would lead us to him.
Can you think of anyone who would want him dead?
No. He was a loyal member of the church for many years. Kind of a loner, but always helpful and polite. He did have a strangeness to him, though. A look in his eyes like he was stuck in perpetual contemplation. It seemed as if he was constantly on the verge of, but never quite able to reach, some sort of profound revelation.
Any hint of a violent side to him?
No. To my knowledge, Leonard never committed any violence, nor did he express any desire to do so.
Do you know who Katarina Berg is, the school teacher? She also calls herself Melinda.
I believe I've seen her around town with the school children, but I don't know much about her.
Okay.
I don't need to... Do you recognize this woman?
I do. That's one of the teachers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that pretty much sums up what I know about her.
Okay.
Recognize this?
I do. Read it even many years ago.
Know thy enemy?
Something like that.
What do you know about the murder in the workshop hall?
Not much at all. Only that a carpenter was brutally killed there in the night.
What do you know about the murder in the museum?
Only what my fellow church members have told me. That Maya Strand was stabbed to death by a mysterious killer.
What's your take on the conduit?
Oh, those heretics? Haven't heard anything of them in many years. As far as I know, they are firmly confined to the ash heap of history by now.
Some might argue with that. Your church has a violent past with them, hasn't it?
There's no denying that. We fought many battles with their kind in the youth of our movement.
And now?
Don't be absurd. They are practically eradicated, and we have been a peaceful group for decades.
What do you think about their teachings, then?
Certainly dangerous doctrines if left unchecked. The conduit believes humans will create God in their image, instead of the other way around. In their folly, they forget that humans are flawed, and that their creations will inevitably inherit those flaws. The false God they aspire to create may demand sacrifices they're not prepared for.
Do you know what kinds of books Leonard liked to read?
One book he borrowed frequently was The Kingdom of God is Within You. In fact, it still hasn't been returned. It should be among his estate.
Would you be able to say if he had any favorite quotes from that book?
No, you should ask someone who spent more time with him.
Fine, I'll do that. What kind of book is it anyway?
It's about non-violence, to summarize.
Got it. Thanks.
Okay.
This church, EPOS, what are your teachings?
At our core, we are an Orthodox Christian church. We believe in the one true God and his only Son, Jesus Christ.
And what sets your group apart from other Christians?
Two things. The reverence of the essential humanity in each and every one of us, and our stalwart opposition to false idols. Prior to the collapse, the great flood of our time, we arose as a reaction to the disgraceful habits of that era. The widespread worship of anything and everything but God. Wealth, fame, mindless pleasure. The sickening mutilation of our bodies to the point where some were more machine than human. And the worst of all, the pursuit of AI superintelligences. False gods that humans aspired to construct for themselves. We oppose it all for the glory of our Creator and the salvation in our future.
And how do you go about preventing people from worshipping these false gods?
Not by violence, if that's what you're implying. Such things belong to the past.
So it's just a coincidence that the only armed man I've seen in Nordson was right behind your doors?
Sadly, the world is still in a state where men with guns are a necessary evil. However, no laws have been broken. We have every right to bear arms.
Okay.
What's your opinion on Stina Ruth?
Cunning woman, that one. She's been a thorn in our side ever since she joined the town council.
Yeah? How so?
She has a penchant for political obstruction. Things like hindering our building permits or imposing unreasonable restrictions on our street preaching.
Why do you think she's been acting that way?
If I had to hazard a guess, I'd say she has some kind of grudge. Some Christian out there must have greatly angered her at some point.
Okay.
What do you think of Gabriel?
Kurt's nephew. Well, we only met briefly a few times.
What do you think of Commissary Anderson?
He's no member of the church, but he's a fine man blessed with strong Christian morals. Compassionate, forgiving, and open-minded. I was good friends with his late father, and I'm glad to see that his son followed in his footsteps.
Okay.
What do you know about Carl Oscarson?
I must confess I didn't even know his name before I heard he was a murder victim.
Okay.
What's your opinion on Maya Strand?
She was my polar opposite in almost every way. But I enjoyed the occasional late-night chess game with her in the canteen. It's fascinating how trivial activities like board games can bring such different people together. Goes without saying that I was as shocked and appalled as anyone when I learned of what happened to her.
Okay.
What's your opinion on Dr. Pearson?
He and I have quite different takes on life and death, to put it lightly. But alas, a man of my age needs to see a physician regularly to keep the Grim Reaper at bay. So I grit my teeth and endure half an hour of his morbid humor for the sake of my health.
What do you think of Walter?
I don't know him well, but he seems like the kind of man who plays the part of the clown to hide a deep wound.
Okay.
I'll keep it to myself.
That's it.
That's all, for now.
Understood. I'll be here if you have more inquiries.